Hey guys, what's up? So it has been quite a while since I have done an album review. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I decided to do one, and this is of Tonight Alive's third studio album, Limitless. And I saw a couple of different interviews, and Jenna McDougall, the lead vocalist, was talking about how they wanted this album to kind of have a different, complete approach to it, and they wanted to do something that felt very personal. And I think they wanted the lyrics on this to be really uplifting, and I think they wanted to use this album to kind of start a movement in a way. So by taking a different approach, they took a different direction on this album musically as well as lyrically. There's definitely a lot more of an electronic synth influence throughout a good portion of this album, as well as very personal but uplifting kind of positive lyrics, kind of focusing on self-examination. The songs that you kind of get more of that electronic side of the album is the opener, which is also one of the singles, To Be Free. It's heavily electronic influenced. It has a decent catchy hook to it, up to the chorus, and Jenna's vocals being kind of the focal point. Plus the track Waves, which is actually one of my personal favorites, that I think does it right with the synths gradually building up to the chorus and Jenna's vocals being kind of the focal point of the song. And it makes for a sad song that's also kind of reflective, and it kind of talks about a relationship with somebody. But I really love the hook to the album, and it's a little bit more poppy, but it's really catchy and I enjoy it. Human Interaction is another song off the album where you see that more electronic side. It kind of takes a different route though, being more atmospheric and light with the synths. And it's also another one of my favorites on the album, when it was the first song they released before releasing the full album. And I love it lyrically because at the time it was released, it gave me hope when I was in a dark place, and that's kind of what the song's about, is you're in a dark place and you need human interaction, people around you, because you feel like you isolated yourself from the world. I think it'll give hope to anybody really listening to it, and Jenna's vocals make this song more believable and more realistic just because of the passion that she has through the verses to up into the chorus. This album also has a pop side to it for sure. You see songs like Drive, which is also one of the main singles off of the album, and this one took me a while to really adjust to. However, I can really appreciate this song now because when you listen to it more, it gets stuck in your head and you can appreciate the fun and catchiness of the song. And it makes for something I think easy to sing along to, and people that are new to Tonight Alive I think can get into this song a little bit more. However, as far as the lyrics go, there's not really much creativity, but I think the main focus of the song is that it's just a fun song to listen to. Oxygen is another one that I find to be more of a pop song, specifically a power pop ballad that I think would probably get some radio attention. But I think on this one they tried too hard to make something uplifting by using cheesy lyrics, and the cheesy lyrics kind of just turned off the song a little bit to me, in my opinion. And then not only do you get these electronic influences and these pop influences on this album, but you also get a very small taste of an alternative rock kind of feel. Definitely one that sticks out to me the most, which is also a single off this album, is How Does It Feel? This track kind of brings you back to old Tonight Alive by having some edgy guitars and vocals, and it adds a little bit more specifically of a 90s alternative rock feel. However, I really love the hook and the catchiness of this song, and the overall sound just showing that Tonight Alive still has that spunk inside of them. I Defy is another one of those songs that definitely screams out alternative rock to me as well. It has the same kind of style as How Does It Feel, but it shows a little bit more range, I think, in Jenna's vocals, especially at the end when she hits these really cool notes, and I think it just adds a plus to the song. overall, I enjoyed both I Defy and How Does It Feel a lot. Like I said before, this album like definitely emphasizes positivity and tries to be uplifting and finding yourself. Other songs that talk about that, Power of One, We Are, and The Greatest are just 3 others to name that really stand out. Out of the 3 though, I think The Greatest, which is also the closer of the album, ends the album really nicely with some light instrumental work by having bright and soft acoustic guitar. The lyrics are what really speaks to me the most. As much as I can respect and appreciate the message that Tonight Alive gives on this album, I think as a whole this album lacks some kind of direction still. Listening to it from start to finish, it feels very choppy and there's not a lot of flow to it. Some of the songs kind of feel out of place and in order. The rest of the album is like about yourself and positivity, so it's just kind of weird to have this consistent theme and then have these little extra tracks that are really weird and don't fit in with the album properly. I think if you listen to like different songs on this album, you really get some talent here still, because they still got it with the lyrics, and Jenna's voice is still incredible, and I like how the electronics don't really take away much of her voice because she has an incredible voice. However, I just see this kind of as a step back compared to their album The Other Side, which was so great. And maybe I just had too many expectations for this album just because of how good The Other Side was. Overall though, I still pretty much enjoyed the album. Musically, I wish it still had more of that Tonight Alive edge that you saw in their previous albums. But I think as a rating, I will give this album a 7.5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought about the album down below. Have you checked it out yet? Will you? What do you think of the new kind of sound that Tonight Alive gives? I'm going to be seeing them, I guess I'll probably already be seeing them maybe when people watch this video, at the Sinclair in Cambridge, Massachusetts on the Fight for Something tour. I'm really excited to see them, and Say We Can Fly is opening for them, which is amazing. So I've seen Tonight Alive twice before and they're incredible, and I really love Jenna as a vocalist. She's definitely one of my favorite female vocalists. So give this video a like, guys, if you like it. Share it with your friends to spread awesome music and people who review albums and stuff. I'm really happy that I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things with YouTube and stuff, because it's something that I really do love. Anyways, guys, stay brutal and stay tuned for more album reviews. See ya later.